Now that we have looked at the various tools and tech to be successful as a virtual assistant, let us look at how to use artificial intelligence and some other special technology to be a smart VA. Save yourself time, create excellent work, and continue to retain your client. Now, the first thing we are going to look at is the use of artificial intelligence. For the past 3 to 5 years, there has been so much talk about artificial intelligence. Some persons just talk about it. Others are using it, leveraging artificial intelligence to make a lot of money. As a virtual assistant in our world today, if you don't know how to use simple AI tools like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, as well as other AI features that are now part of some tools we have been using for some time, like Canva, see, people will leave you behind. The world will leave you behind. So you must learn how to use simple AI tools. Take, for example, you can use ChatGPT to create amazing email responses and templates for email marketing. You can also use ChatGPT or DeepSeek, any of these artificial intelligence models, to understand very complex topics. You can ask ChatGPT to explain a concept to you as if it is explaining it to a 5-year-old child. This is one way for you to break down complex scenarios, just in case you are given a task that are so complex you do not understand. You don't want to come back and be acting as if there is nothing in your head. Try to appreciate what the person is saying, having used artificial intelligence to break it down. And when you are meeting your client, you are saying, could this be what you mean? Because you have a proper understanding. If you are a virtual assistant that is in charge of social media management for a client or a company, you can use ChatGPT or any of these models to create a content calendar. Just create a very amazing content calendar for your social media post. So it makes it easy for you. You can even ask that this calendar be created from January to December. You want to make 3 different types of posts. Just give the right prompting to the model and you will get an amazing content calendar. There are so many things you can use artificial intelligence to do. I can't stress it enough that you cannot be a virtual assistant in our world today and you do not know how to use ChatGPT or some other common artificial intelligence tool. Come on, clients will not listen to you because most individuals and companies are looking for ways to leverage artificial intelligence for speed and profit. If you are coming in, you should be adding value. You should be that go-to person that will guide your client or your company on the right artificial intelligence tool to adopt, to save time, to save money, and to make profits. 2 things you must know when it comes to adopting or leveraging artificial intelligence as a virtual assistant is 1, the result you get using an AI tool is as good as the prompt you feed it with. So you must be very intentional about that prompt. It must really express what you want. For example, you can ask ChatGPT, you can try this. Say, provide me a content calendar from January to December. I am a social media manager and I create content for students between the ages of this and that. Just put a particular age category. Who are in this class in Nigeria, you can put a location context. Please suggest to me topics that would jive or that will sync with my audience. ChatGPT will create that from January to December. You can also add to that prompt that I need to create several types of content. On Instagram, I need to create both posts, reels, as well as stories. On Facebook, I'm also creating posts, reels, and stories. On TikTok, I'm creating videos. Give me 3 different types of tables for these particular social media from January to December with suggestions on the topic and areas for me to consider while creating my content. See, if you take this prompt I just gave to you and drop it on ChatGPT, you'll be amazed at what ChatGPT will give to you. Now, the second thing you need to do as a smart virtual assistant, you see, I have said it for the opt-in time. AI will replace those who do not know how to use artificial intelligence. 1. 2, AI will replace those who discard their human genius, their creativity. So when the artificial intelligence has created something for you like this fine table that will guide you in the creation of your content, don't leave it at that. Go through it. These are suggestions. You must learn how to edit and adapt it to a human voice. It should have a human face. Personalize it. You understand your situation, your context better. And that is where you need to truly master. Because these days, people can easily identify what is written by artificial intelligence. So, if you are not smart, you just get a content from ChatGPT, for example, and throw it at your audience. They would sense it very easily. And research has shown that when people perceive that a content is generated by artificial intelligence, they lose trust in your brand. So it has a negative effect or impact on your brand or on your message. So people, that is clients, your prospective company or prospective employer, are not just looking for someone who can use ChatGPT or any other AI tool. They are looking for people who understand the tool, who can use it to save time, to save costs, and also add that human touch to it so that the content that they are creating is unique to their particular situation and can enable them achieve great results. So you can use artificial intelligence to be a smart VA. Beyond artificial intelligence, the second thing you should know is that you can automate repetitive tasks. Tools like Zapier or Make.com can help you to automate a process that you repeat several times a day so as to save time. So as a virtual assistant, don't just say, I can post this so many times a day. No, you can automate that. You can also use tools like Buffer, Hootsuite, Zoho, as well as Metrical to schedule social media posts, especially when these posts are meant to go at a specific time. You know, if you are doing that manually, if you are doing that on your own, you may miss that time. But when you schedule it, it will just be delivered at that specific time. And it enable you to be busy with other things because you've gotten that already. Also, to be very effective, you must learn how to use Chrome extensions and other browsers tools. For example, if you have Grammarly Chrome extension and you are a content writer, it is able to help you detect errors, typos very easily, and even suggest to you to improve your writing. So these tools are amazing things you can learn how to use. Let's say you are a virtual assistant and part of your task is managing a YouTube page. It is important to have Chrome extension like TubeBuddy or vidIQ. This will help you in terms of search engine optimization as well as some other areas you need to tweak so as to have visibility and get your videos out there. There are other extensions that are important like using LastPass or 1Password to manage your password. These are password management systems that come in the form of Chrome extension. So there are other tools you can use that are in the form of Chrome extension that you should know about. This will give you speed and enable you to do things very quickly. If your work as a virtual assistant involve you interacting with clients or prospective customers for that company, and in some of these cases, you have to do a video walkthrough, extension like Loom will help you to create short video walkthrough that you send to these clients for them to understand what you are saying. So these extensions, they are very important. I have listed several tools already in this segment. See, if you are watching this video because you want to be an exceptional virtual assistant, Don't just allow these things to be very sweet to your ears. You are free to pause at several times. Try to pause. Take note of these tools I'm calling. Take your time to watch other YouTube videos to learn how to use their features, because this is what will set you apart. These are things you ultimately would add to your portfolio to say, yes, I can use this tool, I can use this tool, I can create this, I can do this. It is very important. I'm calling love tools already. From the very beginning of this course, I made you understand that to be a virtual assistant is easy, but to be an exceptional virtual assistant is where the rubber touches the ground. It is not a common thing. It is not an easy thing. But if you take the time, if you put in the effort to go through what I'm sharing with you today, you will be part of the 1%. So having looked at this last category of tools, which include artificial intelligence tools as well as other tools like Chrome extension, tools used for automating repetitive tasks, let us dive into what it takes to be an in-demand virtual assistant. What do I mean? I'm talking about what it takes to be a highly sought-after virtual assistant. Yes, that is why you're going through this course. You're not just going through this course to acquire some random knowledge. You are going through this course to be well calibrated so that you will be well sought after. Because you know when people seek for you, seek for the services you offer, they are going to reward you in terms of money and some position. So how do you move from year to year? That's what we are talking about right now. The first thing is be intentional about creating a great VA brand. When we talk about brand, what comes to your mind? Some people think it's about color and palette. What color? Me, I like dark blue, navy blue. So everything about me, my portfolio, please use this color, blue and orange for me. So when someone sees me, he knows that this is Eric. People think it's about logo. No, your brand is about that mental image people have of you or of anything that concerns you that has given them some level of confidence to employ you or give you a particular task. That's brand. Stephen R. Covey defined brand as trust. The trust people have for you. When the trust they have for you in terms of your competence and character is high, there is a speed at which they want to procure your service. Branding is not just how you design your resume, you put the right logo and all the right colors, how you design your portfolio, how you design your cover letter. No, that's not branding. It's part of it. I think it's the basic, is the first things you can do. But in your mind, when you are creating a virtual assistant brand, go beyond that. So that when people see your name or see anything concerning you, what comes to their mind is, this is excellence, this is premium, this is solution, that is branding. So it starts by creating those color, like I said, but it goes beyond that. So in creating everything that you need at the initial stage, in terms of you want to put yourself out there, people should identify your brand. So you are looking at your resume, you're looking at cover letter, you're looking at portfolio, you're looking at profile. Yes, these are part of it, but I said branding goes way beyond that. You must create it in a way that you tell your story convincingly and project yourself not just as a service provider, but as a solution. Did you get that? Project yourself not just as a service provider, but as a solution. There are millions of service providers, if not billions of service providers. Whoever is seeking for a virtual assistant is not just seeking for any virtual assistant, is seeking for a solution. A solution that would speak to his problem, solve his problem in a way that saves costs, increase profit, and give him more room or comfort to do some other things. So in your branding, in your messaging, you must be able to tell your story properly, capture it in everything you are doing for your branding. The second thing you need to do in becoming this highly sought after virtual assistant is for you to optimize your profiles in the various freelance platforms on LinkedIn as well as your social media. You must know that you are your chief marketing officer. You cannot delegate this role to anybody. Yes, you can employ the services of people to help you with creating some design, perhaps your portfolio and all that. But in terms of marketing yourself, no one does it better like you. So you must take this seriously. And when you are optimizing your brand, you must use catchy words that would magnet clients to you. For example, you say virtual assistants working with CEOs and saving them 10 plus hours weekly. That's a bold, audacious statement. So when someone sees, even if the person thinks that this may not be real, the person will want to engage you to know if you are all art, to know if you are all heart, no cars. The person wants to know if you are all words and no result. But it's amazing, it's audacious, it's bold, someone wants to interact with you. You speak value from the very beginning with such catchy headlines. Every other segment of your profile in these different platforms I have listed are crucial, and you must fill them with the right keywords so as to optimize that. I have done a video, a walkthrough in one of our live sessions, Build with Eric, where I show you how to build a profile on Upwork from scratch, from beginning to the end. Everything you need to know to create an amazing profile. It's a Build with Eric session. So step by step, I walk you through that. The video is here. The link is in the description section. You can take your time, watch it. It's about 1 hour. But within that 1 hour, if you are watching on your phone, ensure that you have a laptop close by and you are creating your profile. If you had a profile before and it is not optimized, as you are watching, open that on your laptop or on a laptop and start optimizing it. Because worse than not having a profile is having a profile that demarkets you. You have a lot of skill, but your LinkedIn account was updated 5 or 7 years ago when you created it. You have grown, but the picture in your LinkedIn account is looking like suffering, hardship, backwardness. No, it's worse than not having an account at all. Because these days, when employers want to employ you, they do background search. And when they are checking, if nothing about your profile inspires anything, the last thing you need to know beyond having an account in a freelance platform like Upwork, Fiverr, TopTal, People Per Hour, Glassdoor, there are several platforms out there. Try to research each of these platforms, know the one that is best for your situation, then create an amazing profile. Then I have also mentioned LinkedIn. Beyond LinkedIn, everyone understands that LinkedIn is a professional social media platform. So I don't want to add LinkedIn to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and the likes. So beyond creating an amazing profile on freelance platform, LinkedIn, your social media is also very important. The kind of content you post, you react to, you share would either add value to you, to your brand as a virtual assistant, or draw away from it. Because these days, many of these prospective clients, they will do background search. And if they see that your values, your lifestyle is not in consonance with what the company is about, they will not proceed. So it is important you put this in perspective, optimize every part of you that is out there so that every part, every profile tell a unique story, and that story pushes you forward. The third thing you really need to do if you really want to be out there is to create a simple website or a portfolio. You see, you can easily do this using platforms like Wix, WordPress. You can use Google Sites, or you can just use Canva to create an amazing portfolio. When you create this, make it public so that you can share it with prospective clients. Your portfolio basically tell people what you have done. Include testimonials from people, either video, images, or words that people have said. Just ensure that you spoke to these people, they agreed to put it out there, and you have their permission to share it with others. You see, one referral can give you several jobs. So don't mess with testimonial. Testimonials are gold. If you have done any job for someone, the person is really impressed. I love this. Say, do you mind just writing me a paragraph so that I can share with other people to put the word out there that I'm really good in what I do? If the person is not flattering you, if the person is really impressed, the person will be more than interested to do this for you. If you can get video referral, better. You add this to your profile, say, about me, and you say, there's a section where you say, what others say about Eric, what others say about Esther, what others say about Cynthia. And you put these words there, you put their profile, the company at the end of the day. If you check my LinkedIn, for example, you see a recommendation I got more than 5 years ago from the CEO of ClickFunnels. This is a multi-million-dollar company in the US. So when I put that on my portfolio, for example, and someone sees it like, wow, so this guy has worked with this CEO before and he says this, I'm able to draw that credibility and use that in some other areas. People want to employ, like, if this guy has worked with these top CEOs, these high-level business leaders, this is someone I can work with also. So you need to create that. And it is easy. If you use Google Sites, there is even a template for you to create a portfolio. You just have to make those tweaks, adapt it, ensure that you are creating a good brand that tells your story properly. Now, I want to add this. This is the fourth thing. For some persons, perhaps you are going through this course because you have heard of virtual assistant and you really want to learn so that you can start out, so you don't have experience. The question is, how can you be in demand when you don't have experience? All I've said to this point, you can do, but you have challenges, especially in creating your website, your portfolio, since you don't really have experience. I want to assume that you have taken time to learn the several skills I have said from the very beginning, what makes you a virtual assistant. I've also shared with you how to understand several platforms and how to use them to get results in the practical session. So now I am assuming that you have the skills already. The question is, you don't have past experience? You don't have things you have done to kind of show your competence and boost your credibility? This will help you. You can gather experience, build network with business leader, and build your credibility through internship and volunteering. Learn to volunteer, and when you are volunteering, please be strategic. When you volunteer, you are trying to help an organization, perhaps a non-profit organization, in a particular program or on a particular project. Please be selective. Because if you are volunteered for, let's say, a multinational, a USAID, you are volunteered for, just name it, American Cancer Society, and many other multinational non-profits, the credibility you are going to get, the network you are building will be definitely stronger than just volunteering in a small organization that does not have perhaps social media presence or any online presence. So be strategic in volunteering. But if you're not volunteering, you are being paid while you are also learning, which is internship. You also need to put in a lot of effort during that internship period. One thing you must know is that when you are starting out, you need to be very big on value, not money. So if you are looking for internship or volunteering opportunity, your focus is not how much the pay would be. Your focus is, will this give me better opportunities in the future? Will this be a launch pad for me to get where I'm going to? Will this be a great leverage for me to expand as a virtual assistant? These are the key questions you should ask yourself while volunteering or doing some internship. During this period, the skills you are going to acquire, the projects you are building, whether through volunteering or internship, this will eventually give a boost to your portfolio, increase your credibility. At the end, you have some testimonial to add also, and this would push you and take you closer to your dream job. The last thing I want to say is what I've been saying. You must learn how to leverage reviews and testimonial. Most freelance platforms are review based. So if you want to be a virtual assistant that is exceptional, you must be very intentional about the results you are creating. And when you are booked for a client, look for a way to request for reviews in a very subtle but effective way, so that when you get these reviews, when you get this testimonial, you are building a very amazing story for yourself. This ultimately, like I've said, will increase your credibility. So if you do them and you are persistent, you are going to be a highly sought after virtual assistant. You see, I said you need to put in the work to become an exceptional virtual assistant, a top-rated virtual assistant. To be just any virtual assistant and be part of the pool of VAs, just go through this course without putting effort. When you are done, congratulations, you can call yourself a virtual assistant, put it on your LinkedIn profile, but that will not separate you from the bulk. When you put in the work, as I have shared with you, you are ready to climb to the realm of top rated. Now, the big question on your mind is, how do I land jobs as a virtual assistant? You've done all these. How do I land my first job as a virtual assistant? Or you've not gotten a job for some time. Everything is slow. How do I get my next job as a virtual assistant? So the first thing is you must know that the market is in the place where the people are. So you must ask yourself, where do I find people who are looking for virtual assistants? I want to suggest 3 places. 1, freelance platforms. Whether Upwork, whether TopTal, Fiverr, People Per Hour, Glassdoor, there are many freelance platforms where you can create a profile and pitch for a job. When you see people looking for virtual assistants, you must go to where people are looking for you. That is how you get a job. The second one is social media. Talking about social media now, I'm talking about LinkedIn primarily and other social media like Facebook. Do you know that there are some VA groups on Facebook? There are VA community you join. When opportunity comes, you can bid for this opportunity. So you need to be where people are looking for you. Now, number 3, the third place to get job as a VA is your phone. Yes, your mobile device. You see, most persons, they underestimate the power of their next door neighbor. They are looking for opportunities over the globe, not knowing that there is someone living close to them. There is someone they have on their contact right now who can recommend them for the opportunity they are looking for. So why do I say your mobile phone? Go through your contacts. Do you have people who are working for certain companies who are well placed? They could be relative, they could be overseas. Go through and get the names of these persons. Having created your profiles, your portfolio and all that, reach out to them. These are my skills. These are the things I do. Please feel free to recommend me. First, ask, would you need my service? You understand? Go reach out to them. Ask if they would need your service. These are the things you can do for them. It may not be full time. It may just be 5 hours weekly. Project yourself as solving problem, freeing up time for them, making life more convenient. Reach out to these people. Like I told you, when you are starting out, don't be fixated on the amount of money you are getting right now. You are building credibility. You are building a brand. Now, that is the first level. You reach out to them, project yourself as solution to their problem, and ask them to contact you. I said your phone, I mean it. When you do this for over 100 persons, perhaps 5 to 10 of them will contact you, and you just get 1 or 2 of them engage you. See, you have started. Your journey have started just with that. And if you do so well, these people can recommend you. The second thing you can do is that if they do not really need your service, you need them to suggest people for you or suggest you to people within their network. And don't make it passive. Create an email template that, please, you could suggest me to 5 persons. I really take this very seriously. I want to grow as a virtual assistant. I would really appreciate when you suggest me to these people in your network, please CC me in the email. This is a good email template, so you don't need to stress yourself thinking of how to write the email. Hi, Max. Hope you are well. I just want to check with you to know how things are going. Last time we discussed, since we are very busy for you, I would like to recommend Esther, who I know so well. She is an excellent virtual assistant. She can help save some time for you. Would you have some time to meet with her within the week so you can discuss whether there is a potential fit? Esther, by the way, is copied in this email. Thank you. Type a template, give to these people. So you have given them a responsibility, and they know that you will know whether they recommended you or not, because you have told them that they should CC you, they should copy you in the email. So these people may not really be very intentional, but they will pause and think of 5 persons or 10 persons within their network that will be able to afford you, that they want to recommend you to. So, and they know that you are going to do so. To save face, they will shoot that. Imagine you reach out to 100 persons and 50 do that. 50 persons reach out to 5 persons each for you. Do you know what that is? That is 250 potential clients. You have a very busy week or busy month because you'll be meeting with several persons. You are going to take it off from there. Come on, before you are done with that circle, you will have 1 or 5 rows. It can be just be five. It can just be 5 hours weekly. But if you have 5 or that, that's 25 hours weekly, and you are able to satisfy this client excellently, you have 5 testimonials, 5 reviews, 5 persons that recommend you to other clients. Your journey as a virtual assistant just got started. Like I used to tell people, if you are on Upwork and you are bidding for jobs, bid for those jobs where you see payment verified. It means that that client has resolved every payment bottleneck with Upwork. They have a functioning credit card with Upwork escrow payment system, so that when you work, Upwork is sure to draw out that money for you and pay you, so that you don't work for free. Lastly, this will determine your success for the long haul. Client management. You must learn how to manage clients, your contract, and ensure retention. To do this is not rocket science. To do this is not difficult. You must keep clients happy by delivering quality results that show to them at all times that you are competent. You must communicate always, communicate clearly and effectively, giving regular updates to your clients so that they are not in the dark. If the deadline will not work, communicate timely, not on that deadline when they are expecting you. You just jump out and say, oh, it's not possible. No, that's not how you do it. If you know it won't be possible, communicate beforehand. What happens when you always communicate just at that deadline? It shows that you do not appreciate time. It shows that you are being manipulative. You understand? It reads so many different negative meaning. People employ you based on competence and character. Most times, people will not even employ someone who is competent and is bankrupt in terms of character. So when you do things that undercut your character, undermine your character, you will not have clients that will stay with you for long. So communicate clearly, communicate early, communicate effectively, and at all time produce quality work. Also ensure that you request feedback from your clients, because some persons will be dissatisfied, and just because they don't want to make people angry, they will not say it. But when you are done with that project, they will not engage you again. But when you request this feedback, you are communicating to them that, see, I am very intentional, I'm listening, I really want to hear from you, I really want to be better. So they are free to share their feedback in an environment that is relaxed, and they are excited because they know they are contributing to your evolution. So take this very seriously. You'll be able to retain customers. You see, to have a client that pays you well, that would be there for you for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years, is better than having short gigs of 2, 3 months. You jump from here today, 1 month you don't have a job, you get another gig again, you jump from here. You understand? 1 year as a virtual assistant, you have worked for 55 persons. And for these 55 persons, you worked for 30 negative review, 10 did not give you review. Just about 10 that gave you some average review. See, you are killing your career as a virtual assistant if that's what you are doing. So take this very seriously and retain it. This is the last module of this course. In this module, we'll be talking about your VA success plan. I am very big on planning. It was the former president of the United States of America, Eisenhower, who said, "A plan is nothing, but planning is everything." If you don't have a clear plan to begin, to scale, and to remain sustainable, forget what you are learning right now. You are going nowhere. It is not going to translate into profit for you. You will not make a dime out of this knowledge. The knowledge you add is only a potential power. That is what Napoleon Hill said in his Think and Grow Rich. It is when you put plan, effort into this, it turns kinetic and becomes real power for you. So as we talk about your VA success plan, you need to take this module very seriously because this is the last module as we wrap up this course on becoming a top-rated virtual assistant. The first thing you need to do is set clear goals. These are weekly goals, monthly goals, and yearly goals. Write it down. Be specific. Week 1 or week 1 to week 2, learn these and these skills. Week 3 and week 4, learn this. Week 6, create my Upwork profile. Week 7, work on pitching templates. Week 8, have such goals, clearly written goals, plans for yourself. Also have goals regarding how much you intend to earn. If you say by my 3rd month, I should be earning from this skill, how much? Be specific. How much do you want to earn? What's your plan? How many proposals do you want to send? How many pitch do you want to send out there? How many interviews do you want to take weekly, monthly, so as to get a job? There was a time that I was in between jobs. Do you know what I was doing? Daily, as I set my daily goals, I write, apply for 3 to 5 jobs on Upwork and LinkedIn daily, because I knew it was a number game. And before I did that for some time, I started getting interviews. Before I did interviews for some time, I got the job I was looking for. Planning. Have a plan and execute it. So you need to have such goals. If you have watched to this point and you are intentional about really starting as a virtual assistant, becoming exceptional, comment in the comment section that you are interested in having the master plan for your virtual assistant journey. If you comment in the comment section that you are interested in having that master plan to begin your virtual assistant journey, our team will send you a link to get that. I'm not just adding that to this description. I want to know those who are really intentional. I want to be able to see the statistics of those who watch this video versus those who are truly interested and want to take this knowledge to the next stage. So it is by commenting, I can tell really that this number of persons were interested and each of you will get the master plan. All you have to do, make a copy. It's a Google Sheet. You make a copy for yourself. Now that copy you make for yourself, you put your name there and you build that, customize it to your preference. When you have done that, if you are interested, you could just share with me so I know what you are doing, but it's not a must. If you are in the Get Up and Get Rich community, you could share with me. I can see what you are doing, but it's not a must. You need such a plan to grow. The next thing is for you to build daily routine that will encourage you to be effective and to grow. You need to build daily routine that will help you to be effective and set you up for success. Your daily routine could include 1, morning exercise, 2, meditations, prayers, yoga, whatever it is. You have that in place. You see, after your exercise and your meditation, your yoga, whatever it is, learn to keep a to-do list. It keeps you focused. It can be either digital, your smartphone, your laptop, or on a piece of paper that's always on your table. Just keep that daily. In your to-do list, you are able to list the task you have for the day and plan when you are doing each of these tasks. So you are able to tell at the end of the day how many tasks you were able to complete. At times, I have 40 to 60 tasks daily in my to-do list. Once I'm able to complete a task, I check it, and there is this satisfaction that comes with just checking that task. At the end of the day, I say, oh, today I had 40 tasks, today I had 60 tasks, and I was able to do 52. That's lovely. After 1 week or so, I check again. Am I making progress? Am I procrastinating? Why did I not complete this? Is it because I took too much and could not complete it, or because I procrastinated? You are able to ask these questions and improve. That is the essence of having a to-do list. You must learn to check your email in the morning and later during the day. Some persons have not checked their email for the past 1 year. See, you need to understand that if you are putting yourself out there, you are like the fisherman who has gone to the river to get fish. You must be on high alert. Your mind must be pregnant with expectation. You have sent messages, you have sent pitches, proposals out there. You are expectant that these people will reach out to you, so you need to check regularly. If you have clients, it is important for you to check your email regularly also. We have also said that to keep clients, you must communicate clearly, you must communicate early, you must communicate regularly, you must communicate effectively. And to do this, you need to check your email regularly, daily, starting in the morning and later in the day. And in all these, you have your to-do list. You must learn to prioritize based on urgency and importance. So there is the Eisenhower prioritization matrix, which is shown here. Some things are urgent and important. There is nothing you can do about it. You need to tackle them very quickly. There are other things that are urgent but not important. What you do with these things is you can delegate them. There are things that are very important but not urgent. You plan towards executing them. Like you want to learn a particular skill. It is important, but it is not urgent. There is a device you need to buy. It is important, but not urgent. What do? You plan towards them. You are able to schedule them for the right time. Why there are things that are not important and not urgent? What do? Learn to discard them. They do not add any value to you. They are not important. They are not urgent, but they beg for your attention. You must be able to learn this and don't do anything. Where the rubber touches the ground is usually when something is urgent and important, you have to deal with it at that point. Or when something is urgent but not important to you or to your goal, you must learn how to dedicate it. You must learn how to use money to solve it. Let's say you are very hungry and you have a project you are doing. You have the option of going to make food and the option of buying food. It's better, it's smarter to just purchase food and get on the task, because going to make food that will take 2 hours from you when you have a project that is so important. Two things are here now. One is very important, you understand, and urgent. The hunger pang also is telling you this is urgent, it is important, but in order of priority, you could substitute, you could use money to solve the problem. Delegate that time you need to do that to someone else who will bring the food for you, and you can focus on something else. So if you know how to prioritize, especially using the Eisenhower prioritization matrix, which I just showed to you here, there's also a link for you to create your own Eisenhower prioritization matrix from time to time to gauge those things that usually beg for your attention, catalog them properly so that you become more effective. Lastly, as part of your daily routine, you should employ the Pomodoro technique and use the Pomodoro Timer to manage your work time. Pomodoro technique basically states that you work for some time and you take break. Especially for freelance remote workers, most times we get trapped with what we are doing. We sit in one place for a long time, and if nothing is done, you start adding weight, you start having back pain and some other health complication. So Pomodoro technique helps you to be productive and at the same time help you to be healthy. So you can work for 20 minutes and take a walk for 5 minutes. Personally, my Pomodoro timer runs this way. I work for 25 minutes and I take a break for 5 minutes. That break, I can just take a walk, check social media, then I'll come back again, do another 25 minutes, and I take another 5 minutes break. When I do that for 3 times or 4 times, I will take a 15 minutes break. This helped me to be rejuvenated and at the same time, highly productive. In your scheduling of time of work, learn to carve out specific time for deep work where you are focused on a specific thing. If it is learning a particular skill, you have 2-3 hours where you focused on doing that. If you are working for a client, 2 to 3 hours where you are working for that client exclusively is called deep work. You cannot break that session with the Pomodoro technique where you work for 25 minutes, you rest 5 minutes, 25 minutes, you rest 5 minutes, so that when you have worked for 2 hours, you have rested for 20 minutes. When you have worked for 3 hours, you've rested for 30 minutes, and you don't feel it. At the end of the day, you see you are able to gather a lot of hours, quality hours, delivering excellent results. So when you keep this routine, you see that you're actually setting yourself up for great success as a virtual assistant. You will not see this in any other virtual assistant course. I'm not just telling you things that you can just see everywhere. I'm telling you things that work, things that have worked for me and for other top-rated freelancers, remote workers, virtual assistants across the globe. The third thing you need to understand to be successful as a virtual assistant is to keep learning. You need to keep learning to improve your skills. You do this by regularly taking courses. Have a plan for yourself. The number of courses you are going to take yearly. Get the names of those courses, link to those courses, know the financial requirement if you have to pay for it, add a timeline, and when you are able to eat this, share this with your community, share this on LinkedIn, let people know the progress you are making. You can also learn new skill by watching YouTube video. This is one you are watching right now. Daily, I watch YouTube videos. There are specific YouTube videos I watch to learn skills. I learned video editing by watching YouTube videos. I've learned several skills, even designing thumbnails just by watching YouTube videos. I've learned how to be more effective in designing quality PowerPoint, Power Deck from YouTube videos. And I take that as part of my learning. So I have it in my to-do list daily to watch a YouTube video to improve in certain areas. So you must learn this, take this certification, improve, share it with the community. I mentioned community. It's also important that if you want to grow, you need to join a community that would inspire you. I am a member of the Get Up and Get Rich community. I lead that community. It's on WhatsApp, amazing people who share their success stories weekly. We grow, we inspire people to learn, and then guide them to earn. If you are interested in the community, there's a link in the description. Join that community. So you share your success with us also. This will encourage you to learn to become an exceptional virtual assistant. Also, you must learn to build a support system and learn to mentor people. This is the rule for mentorship. I tell people you need 2 mentors and 1 mentee. This will give you a unique support system. Your mentors, one is like a life coach, one of your mentors that can speak to your different areas of life and guide you in this area. Some people use their pastors, their religious leaders as this life coach, while the other one is a specific mentor that will mentor you or that mentors you in that specific area, your career path. This person is already excellent. He has passed through the fire. He has passed through the waters. She has been there. She's done that. Now this person can guide you through the complexities, the difficulties, the bottlenecks, and help you. You need this kind of person. And as against a model, a mentor should know that you are his or her mentee. It's not that you see someone in a video and say, that's my mentor, and your mentor does not know you. No, your mentor should know you. So you apply for mentorship by reaching out to this person. This is what I'm doing. I really seek that you mentor me in this area. I admire you for so long now. I see your work and I just want to be close to you. I want to learn from you. The person may say, no, don't be discouraged. Look for someone else. You pitch also. And you have these people who can sit with you perhaps 1 hour, 30 minutes monthly, ask you what you are doing, hear from you, know your problem, and guide you through these difficulties. It will help you a lot. The community forms a support system for you. When you now have mentors, these become your champions that actually push you, your top cheerleaders that push you to greatness. They will push you to do that thing that you are afraid to do. They will push you to do that thing that you are lazy to do, and eventually it will yield high return to you. Now, you must learn to give back. That's why you need to have a mentee. As you grow, you must look for someone to help to grow also. Each one help one. Someone has shown you, like take for example, you are going through this course without paying a dime. Do you know how much people get to pay to go through an exclusive virtual assistant course? Do you know how much organizations and state governments pay me to train people to become exceptional virtual assistants? Organizations and people commit great money to learn what you are learning. But you are watching this video free of charge as a gift to you. So when you start making money, you must learn to give back to others. So you must learn to mentor at least one person. Each one help one. We have a one big and peaceful society that is prosperous and safe. So you must learn to give back to society by mentoring someone. So my model, I have 2 mentors, one general, one specific, and I have a mentee that you can guide also. The last 2 things I want to share with you is you must learn to invest and reinvest in your virtual assistance business. It's a business, so I will say it over and over again. It's a business. You are offering specialized service to a group of persons, producing results. You are a solution to people's problem and they pay you for it. So you must learn to invest. How do you invest? If the chair you are using to work is not comfortable, get a good chair, a good ergonomic chair that will enable you to work well without having back pain. Get a good table. If your laptop does not enable you to work well, when you have enough money, change it to a laptop that will enable you to work well, to be more productive. Invest in headsets and every other tool you may need to work effectively. And lastly, you must learn to show up even during difficult times. If I tell you that the journey will be smooth, easy, that after this course, within a week, you get your first job, you start earning $500, $1,000, or $2,000, as some persons earn, weekly or monthly, I'll be lying. Even when you get your first job, your second job, there are times where you will still be without job. It has happened to even the best of us. I've had slow period. I have had no work period. You must learn to show up even in hard times. You must keep grinding. So this will require a lot of determination on your part and a lot of persistence. Over time, this will produce high return. You must keep showing up, never give up. Just remember that when you are complaining that it is difficult, when you are complaining that there is no work, someone just got employment, and it has happened to the person close by, the next person could be you. What happens if your opportunity comes the day you do not show up? What happens if that job post that will lead to your next contract was posted and that day you did not apply for job? You will miss the opportunity. So every day, your duty is to apply. Your duty is to pitch. Your duty is to show up. Eventually, you will get what you seek. So always show up. Always show up. I would stress that over and over again. My friend, what you have with you, what you are watching right now, is a roadmap, it's a tool, it's a mindset, it's a strategy, it's a guide. You must know that the world has a space for you. There is a client waiting for you. There is a company looking for you. There is a space in a website, in a company's website, reserved for your name. The world is waiting for your emergence, for your evolution. The ball is in your court. What you do with this will determine where you will be in the next few months and in the next few years. As I wrap up this course, I feel this nudge within me to tell you that I have no doubt in my mind that many will become millionaires in Naira. Many will earn hundreds of thousands of dollars just by going through this course. What I don't know is whether you will be part of this many. It is easy. If you take this seriously, if you join the community, if you put in the effort and you are determined, I have no fear that this course you have gone through painstakingly for hours will be one of your greatest investments to the success you so desire. Let's go and build your VA dream today. I have made my contribution. I trust you to do your part. I wish you success.